Welcome to this video called Eat with the Owner. Today is episode 28.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's really amazing. So actually, you are the first one. Really, we didn't meet. We didn't talk before at all. So this is really other guests. Like sometimes they are the customer of restaurants.
Okay.
So I talked to them when they were here. So sometimes we had a little bit conversation. But for us, this time is so
we did it virtually. We did the first meeting virtually, and you proposed it to me, and I was like, okay, sure.
I somehow saw your profile maybe several months ago, like on the Instagram. So I find it really interesting. Right now, it's like you had what's really impressive. You had like a men's fashion line, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of
it's mostly a men's fashion event.
Yeah.
that I produce. I've been producing that since 2019. We did our first edition at Centre des Sciences of Montreal. It was a big success. And then what happened? 2020 we were supposed to do the second edition, and then COVID arrived.
Yeah, that one.
So everything we had to stop everything and to maneuver around COVID. So we did a virtual fashion show. We had to rent. We did it actually in a restaurant because there was no way we could rent a venue. Because when you rent venues, you have to pay for lights, sound, equipment, etc., etc. And if you don't, you cannot get people in. So you're not selling tickets. So it's a lot of money. So we did it in a restaurant, a nice place. And what we did a Facebook Live. So people could watch the fashion show live. We had a few guests, but since it's a restaurant, because people are allowed to move, but they had to wear masks. So the models they had to wear masks.
Wow.
That won't. Well, but it was masks that were done specifically for the outfits.
Okay.
So they matched the outfits.
Match.
And it was a success. We had at least 150 people there. But so it was good. And 2021, well, we were still again in COVID. We could not have as many people as we wanted inside. So we created a whole virtual show, like a TV, sort of a TV show we put together with interviews behind the scenes. We actually rented a space all the way up north in a factory that we transformed into a set so we can film the runway show. So and after that we did all the editings and we presented as a virtual fashion show.
I watched some of the video, pretty high quality because because it's in the fashion, you have to look great, right?
Well, it's all a world of image, so everything has to be spotless, and especially for the camera. If if the one hair that is wrong, you see it. So we work very hard, and I basically have a great team. I work with very talented people also.
And also you have nice first name, right? It's Yves, right?
Yes, Yves. Yeah.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Not Yves Saint Laurent, but
that's like good in this.
Yes, it's a good start.
Good start with the first name. Okay, great. And then we can start ordering. Like you never been to.
I've never been here, and
how much
and it looks good. It looks really good.
What kind of Chinese food do you have before? General chicken? You don't know that?
I had General Tao. I had a few things, yes, but here it looks really special because I think there's a lot of.
It's a good mix. Like you see this. Like what kind of meat you eat, or you eat all, or you don't eat?
I eat seafood. I eat pork. I eat everything.
Yeah, so you see the pork section like this. So that's a very traditional, and I guess 80% of the items on the menu are very traditional.
Which is amazing because sometimes you go to some Chinese restaurant and it's not. They say it's traditional, but
we try to do find a middle market or whatever the niche to see provide a little bit here there, but like kind of mainly we focus on the traditional, but we do provide genital chicken, orange beef. This kind of to keep us alive.
But everything looks really good. So what is your best seller here? General Tao?
Yeah, General Tao is very popular, but like it depends. Some people don't eat pork. Some people don't eat with things with the bones.
Yes.
So it's very. Are you okay with bones or like chicken?
I'm good with bones.
I would say like for sure like try it with General Tao chicken, and we probably put 3 or 4 dishes.
Okay.
It's,
you know what? I'll let you surprise me.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay. Because I'm sure everything is good, so I'll let you surprise. No, seriously, because I don't want to end up. So I come to this place and everything seems very good, and then I choose a General Tao, and I've already eaten a General Tao. I think I'll let you choose what you think it's best. I like everything, so
okay. That's a little bit pressure here. So
pressure. I tried the soup.
Yeah, that's pork. It should be fine, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And about this one, twice cooked pork is really good, but it's greasy and spicy. Is spicy okay for you?
Spicy is good for me.
Okay.
That looks really good.
That one is very greasy. Braised pork belly. You want to try that one?
Oh, it's okay. I'll survive.
Greasy. Serious. It's like from pork belly. It's greasy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, we try that one, and we take General Tao chicken anyway.
Okay, perfect.
And with that, and then we get one of the green beans.
Okay.
And then we get eggplant potato. So that's gonna be 4. That's good enough.
Okay,
that's good balance. Because these 2, they are a little bit safe. Like green beans, everybody likes green beans here.
Perfect.
Also the eggplant potato bell pepper is really light. So it's
Excellent.
kind of, if you don't like the braised pork belly, at least you have something to eat.
No problem.
Okay. Let me put this one. I will run down to plate this order, and the camera will go on. So
okay.
What is that?
So you've been in the restaurant business for how long?
8 years.
8 years.
A little bit over 8 years.
And where do you get the recipes? Are they from? Yeah, since it's traditional, is it because?
No, it's everybody knows those names.
Okay.
Like it's like in Chinese cuisine, like probably 100 dishes. All those names we know. Okay. Everybody knows those names. So what we have to is just to pick up some dishes you want to prepare, you want to offer.
Okay.
You know, in the some restaurants they have more than 100 items.
Wow.
We have about 40 to 50. So we intentionally to keep it small.
Yeah,
menu.
Because then
you cannot out of control.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Right now we during the pandemic I probably removed 10 items from the menu already. Okay. So we keep trying to like shrink it down to cut it down, trim it down to a little bit less options, choices, so we can keep up the quality.
Yes, because that's sometimes I go to a restaurant and there's so much choice, you don't know what to pick. Yeah, and also for the kitchen is a mess as well. Yes, because like you have to keep them somewhere, right, before you cook them. That's true. So it's over these years even from beginning our menu is much smaller than regular Chinese restaurant. Like I knew because I'm engineer, IT engineer. Yes. I know reality. You have to be able to manage it. Yeah. You know, efficiency. But we are not McDonald's, only serving hamburgers. No. Otherwise, nobody. But to be fair, if we only have General chicken, probably would be amazing too. Here is only General chicken and steamed rice. Okay, I got. All right, perfect. Thank you. I always run in the restaurant. Always run. So did it start to pick up now at this because now restaurants are reopened? But you people are well known.
For the people eating side, we see a little bit increase, but not huge because I think we are not the good choice for like people want to be having good food and also very less expensive. For us, it's very tricky because people, they would say, comparing to other Chinese restaurants, we don't have advantage at all because especially the price. The other day, the one couple they came in, they ordered genital chicken, orange beef, and then beer, whatever, and then they and the imperial rolls. So right when we serve them, and then I can feel they're not happy because they say like we charge everything separate. We don't have combo. So if you add things together, it's not very good deal for some folks because they comparing to another restaurant they call VIP. It being maybe 40, 30 years.
But from my point of view, if the food is better, I don't mind paying for good food than going for combo.
That is tricky part though because a lot of time you cannot say like this one is clearly better than the other one. So that couple they told me they like the VIP restaurant. I know that restaurant like
because they do combos.
They do combos. They have genital chicken. We have only genital. We have no. Some people they cook with pineapple cubes. Some some people they have the genital chicken, but they combo they put like steam the vegetable there. So you have for us it's nothing, and then the rice you pay extra, and also the vegetable rolls it's too tiny like two of them, two small ones, and $2.99. Actually, it's like a donation. It looks like people really good with, but when you have those, all of them and the soup as well, $3, and then comparing to the combo price, and you just don't, unless you really like the restaurant or you like the genital chicken or the meal you like. But comparing to some other restaurant focusing on the North American Chinese food, we kind of see the disadvantage right away because that couple they were really nice. They finished everything. The orange beef and genital they like. I asked them like I know you're not happy, but they said they like it. But just they know that in the VIP restaurant they offer a lot better than us because the price.
They offer more, but that doesn't mean that the food is better.
I don't think the food maybe is very subjective, and they like the food there. They like our food as well. The couple, but the problem the price is huge difference. Like they get everything together combo like maybe $14. Our genital chicken
$14 for
maybe
for
the combo maybe like we orange genital we are $12, but then you added the $1.50 for the rice and then $3 for the imperial.
It's not that bad,
especially for lunch.
It's really not that bad because let's say if I go in the mall sometimes and I go to eat some Chinese food, it's what they do a combo. It's going to cost you what $13, $13, but it's not good. It's not. I will not go back. But I prefer to go to some place even if it's separated, because that's the way I am. Even if it's separated, if the food is good, I'm happy. I will come back. I don't mind. Some people they do mind, but
that's why we are okay so far because it appears like a lot of we have a lot of customer like us, so they keep coming back. That's why we're doing okay. We're not doing great, but we're doing okay. So even like that couple, I know they won't come back, but sometimes you cannot expect to please everybody, right? So
no, but it's just one couple because I if the food is good, I will come back. If the food, I will come back multiple times. If the food is so and it's not expensive, I won't go back. Because I'm the type of person that I can actually, if the food, the restaurant is all the way far from home, because I want to eat that food, I will go there because I know the food is good. But it's true that some people they're just looking to eat and
especially like the food, like for example steaks, right? Like one restaurant to another, if they kind of probably the quality of the meal probably very close, not that huge difference, right?
Thank you.
So, you can start with your soup. I don't have soup.
Okay.
So that's very difficult to, unless like saying like this one is much better than the other one, you say okay, it's worth the price. Especially for us, like some restaurants they're very close, they will say quality it's not 100% better or like hugely, so they say why do you charge so much?
because the food is good.
Everybody say their food is good sometimes,
No, but if the food is, I would go to some place. Then I went to a restaurant lately, and it was filet steak, something like that. And for the price, the food was really, really good. Okay, let's say it's $28 for that and fries, but the meat was so amazing that you don't mind paying that kind of price for something that is good. But now I know if I want to eat Chinese food, I will come here.
Thank you very much. Also for the price, also the factor of price, we don't have a lot of customers for the lunch. The lunch here, it's in downtown area. A lot of good places offer the quick lunch and then good price. So we are kind of.
Can you make lunch special?
We used to have, but somehow we kind of chose not to do that because
you don't want to.
We're super busy and the kitchen everybody overworked and then the profit margin is not there.
Okay.
So we we do what we are good at. So probably we focus on the dinner, the supper. It's that market we just cannot win over.
Yeah,
it's very competitive in downtown area.
Especially around here.
Yeah, especially before the pandemic also. Like the office buildings, they have to be quick because most people have maximum 1 hour break, lunch break, right? For us, they sit here, they wait a little bit because everything is freshly cooked. Unless you cook a huge batch, right? And then just come and then we serve you. But that's not fresh, for us.
Yes.
It's very.
So here you manage for the food to always be fresh.
Always.
That's why it's
individual,
good.
Yeah. Always individual in the work. So for you, you speak most time you speak French, right? I saw your video French, amazing.
I speak French and English.
Yeah.
But most of the time I work in both.
That's amazing. People in Montreal, this bilingual is amazing. That's the best part. For me, I really, even my English is not good enough. So I moved here, immigrate here 16 years ago. So the whole life I'm learning English. So it's very tough.
Montreal is it's a special city. Oh la la.
Thank you. So there's 2 vegetable dishes.
Thank you.
See, it's still working. Actually, I forgot to turn off the. Yeah, always admire people they can speak both French and English here. So my French is very, very bad.
The thing that French is a very hard language to learn unless you learn it when you're a kid.
Yeah.
But after that, it's pretty hard to catch on to writing and the spellings. My first language was French.
Yeah.
So
you were born here, right?
I was born in Haiti.
Okay.
And but I was
a lot of Haiti population. I had a lot of customers. They were if I have time, I usually chat with them. A lot of folks from Haiti. And the Haiti language is very close to French already.
It's French. It's French.
The
Creole, it's a mix of Spanish, French, and English. And so I came here when I was a kid, but I was speaking French, and then I've learned English.
That's very natural for me. For you, right? I guess the French was very natural for me. That's amazing. That's why you guys probably you can easily find success here, right?
Yeah, because we speak French already. But here in Montreal, the difference, if you still, because there's a lot of Anglophones here, you still can work in English. But they promote French a lot, and but there's a lot of Anglophones. Some people, they never speak a word of French, and they still manage to.
So you went to primary school here, or?
Yep.
That's amazing. So
It was all in French. The English, I've learned it in not in school. I've learned it while watching television, working,
YouTube,
yeah.
working.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So growing up here is like bilingual, everything, and it's very natural here. So how do you get into the business here? That's kind of being an entrepreneur is not easy here, Montreal.
No, it's not easy, and but you need to be to be successful at what you do as an entrepreneur. You need to know the right people. You need connections.
Yeah.
And you need to have a good team.
Okay. Great. So you can put that aside, and the rice.
So that's basically so no. It's not easy being an entrepreneur.
But did you work in a company before, or like
nope. No. I started my own thing
right away.
Yeah. Well, I used to work. I worked in fashion. I did a lot of stuff. I also had a sort of web media TV show, and that's how I got to because I was working a lot in the fashion industry, doing interviews and stuff. So that's how I got to start my thing in fashion, and I got a lot of connections because of that. And so it was easier. It was easy for me to actually build this project.
This is sake. Welcome. Cheers. So you like sake, right? Because I asked you which alcohol. I like sake. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
So that's green beans and eggplant, potato, bell pepper. And that's our general tall chicken. You see nothing else. There's no vegetable. So some kinds. There's no pineapple or other vegetable.
Pineapple.
Some people they put pineapple inside.
Yeah, so that's how you eat it.
There's many ways. I don't know. I still always mix with rice with.
Bon appétit.
Bon appétit.
This is really good.
Yeah, it's very popular, green beans.
This is very good too. Very good General Tao.
Yeah, a lot of people like our General Tao. It's very and for us it's good as well. Good business for General Tao. It's really easy to make.
It's different. It's very different from the others that I've tasted.
Every restaurant does it differently.
This is really amazing.
This one could be tricky for you. This
the pork?
Yeah. That's the pork belly. Greasy. I have the good thing also the sweet potato noodle. Like it's made of sweet potato instead of other this kind of stuff.
Interesting.
But when you have these fashion shows, how do you kind of as a business, how do you make the revenue like for the fashion shows? Or do you sell some like brand, some designs or the line?
We yes, actually, what the designers they pay they fee. You have also the public that pays to go see the show. You have some sponsors.
Okay.
So basically, that's how you make.
It's like a show business.
Yes, yeah.
Like a sponsorship, like the tickets, and also the fees, like the entry fees for the designers,
Yes.
right? Oh, that's interesting.
But producing an event like this is very pricey. Also, that's why you need sponsors.
Yeah. But that depends on the market size, right? Montreal may not be the biggest market for that, right? You hope you will be in New York. Better in New York.
New York it's another type of industry. New York, the people when they create the fashion shows for the designers, but usually it's the designers. They have their own show, and then they invite their guests, and they invite the guests, the clients, and the media. So basically, the shows are like in Paris. The shows are very exclusive because it's really for clients and media. So when you have those shows like Valentino, Prada, it's really key people that they invite to the shows, or people that represent the brands and stuff like that. But here we don't have all of that system. It's not like all a big system like that. So here we actually create the events. We have some buyers, and it's also open to the public, so the public can go and see what's out there. So it's like an.
I went to because my wife, like when we came here, my wife started the fashion design in La Salle College. So at the end of the like graduation, some kind of they have a show. I went there too. Like it's very serious, and all the students they have the models. They dress up the models, and then they have the designs. Do you have like cooperation with them? Work with the Salle College as well? Because they do that every year.
I have partnerships with the College de Salle and some other schools that I'm building right now. But no, it's a very interesting world. And me, since I have an eye for fashion and I like show business, so it's a good way to put both together. This is really good.
The pork belly is a big thing for Chinese cuisine. It's really big. Yeah, seriously, you have to have a lot of connections. Like that's amazing.
Basically,
yeah, to organize the shows.
But you need to know have connections, but you need to know also people from all different fields. And luckily, I get to meet people from real estate industry, from art, media. So you need all of that to create a momentum. And also the events that I produce are very networking oriented.
Yeah.
So
all the people meet each other there.
While being entertained. So
you see, our restaurant, the second floor, this floor, we want to be a little bit event as well. We before the pandemic, we used to have we call club on that instead of cuisine on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had well, a lot of events, like especially in, like we're not busy, like during the day for sure. During the for lunch, like that experience is not big. Most our business are at evening. So like weekend evenings before the time it was pretty busy. So we downstairs and upstairs we see people both floors. But weeknights or during the day we don't need the second floor. So we design the second floor like a small event.
So the people can actually rent the space and
yeah, they don't need to pay anything. You don't need to even buy food or drink here, so it's totally free.
So nice.
Yeah. It's just like this. Probably you can have 50, 60 people. Like we had a lot of seminars, those kind of stuff. Because I worked in IT, so we kind of have the club on that. We do three things like English learning, French learning, and also like workplace experience sharing. Like those three directions. Like we had a lot of evening events. Like people mostly working from IT, so they came here. One guy is being a manager position already, so he's gonna come up to share 2 hours to share his experience, how to move up the ladder, and how to break the barrier, whatever glass ceiling, whatever. So how to better. It's some even technical training to say technology trend for the IT, information technology, what language, what tools they're using. We have more than 10 events, big events like that. That's before nice. The pandemic. Yeah. That's why I'm not a very good restaurant owner. So, but I do like talk to people to find like a kind of a network to improve together. I improve my English every day. Try to improve my French as well. It's kind of a living in Montreal. Really, for me, it's really a good experience to see different cultures, people, not just different people. Like talk to.
So you're a communicator. So you like to communicate.
Yeah, exactly. Even my English is my second language, but I try to use like this video. Like I just talk to people in English, even it's not good enough. But it's it's the way to communicate, to exchange ideas, to know more people like you. Like it's like how people living in Montreal, what do they think of Montreal? I really like Montreal, this city. Even my French is really bad.
Montreal is a great city. There's opportunities, but you also have to create your opportunities, and basically that's what I did in what I'm doing in my field. I created the opportunity, made it happen. But as an entrepreneur, like I said earlier, if you need to have the right connections to start something, to start building something. Yeah.
But are you a designer as well?
I'm starting a brand because I'm taking a break from doing the events because I'm starting a brand. But it's everyday wear. It's essentials, everyday wear, t-shirts, pants, sweaters, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. And so I'm not a designer. I have ideas. I can draw them, and I can, and then I send it to a graphic designer that is going to make a 3D out of the image, and then you can send it to the person that does the cut to create, basically. So I have the ideas, but I don't consider myself a designer. I don't do all that. Okay. So I'm taking that next step because since I'm taking a break from the event this year, so they don't forget the event. I decided to I have to try that. So I decided to create this brand to keep on promoting the event of 2023.
That's the M3 and then the masculine, right? Yeah. Masculine. I think right now for guys it's very, very difficult, right? All the money is on the woman's side, right? A lot of money for the fashion, like we don't have fancy clothes. Like it's straightforward t-shirt or the polo or suits.
Women, they have it all,
Yeah.
It's the woman that makes the economy work. When you think of it, the jewelry, the shoes, the makeup, anything else that goes around the woman, their hair, the clothes.
Yeah, for me, it's very difficult to make money on me. But still, like I guess it's. But in China, it's very weird. Like the guys, they pay attention to the clothes as well, the quality, the textile, those kind of glossy, and it's crazy. When I came here 16 years ago, I find people, regular people, not high, high up, like rich as people, but the regular folks, they don't pay attention to those kind of stuff. But in China, the regular folks,
they don't have that mentality here. So,
and even the leather boots, leather shoes, they kind of so many different designs, and the finish, everything shiny, and the shape of the shoes, and then different brands, and that's a lot of the price is huge different. And then in Shenzhen, like we go to the office guys, and the people wearing, even guys, ladies I don't care, but guys we pay a lot, spend a lot of money on the, even the jacket, like they have this brand, and then they say, okay, this is when you touch it, the cloth is different, the material is better. That's the thing. But here, never.
They don't have that culture here. Yeah. They don't have that culture of quality. They don't have that culture of standing out. Yeah. And everybody's very,
But I find it's
basic.
I find it's better to my benefit, because I don't need to care anymore. So it's a lot simpler. I wear this,
Yeah, but
that's I don't have the pressure.
And that's why I decided to create an everyday wear, because this is what I wear when I'm out there outside. Unless I have to go to an event or to a gala or something, then I'm gonna wear something a little bit more designed, more extravagant. But from day-to-day life, and like some people, let's say the stars, for instance, when you see the stuff on the runway, it's all crazy, glittery,
don't wear
amazing.
That
don't wear that every day. It's because these people, they have the lifestyle to do that. They're always at a party. They're always at the private club. They're always at a gala. They're always, so there's a lifestyle that goes with that. So that's what people need to understand with fashion, is that what you see on the runway, it's to make people dream, but it's only a certain amount of people that can wear that, because they have the events too. Let's say Montreal.
Also, they have the body.
They have the events, they have the money.
They're very slim.
Like a $50,000 dress, it's.
And if you're not that slim, it does not fit you. You cannot.
Well, you can get it custom made. There's that too. Because let's say for the shows of Chanel and all these people, you have one sample, and it's the sample is what the model is wearing, and if the customers, if they want it, it's made on them with a number. So it's really like exclusive and private. You only have one like that, your size, and they even have pieces in case. Whoops.
Oh, shit. Because the battery is out, right? Let me see. Oh, this one goes out. Hope this quality is good. You will see. Okay.
Oh, it's not broken?
No, it's not. It's
so we're going to put it here.
Let me see. See, still.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put it here, safer.
It's good quality. It dropped last time too with another guest. It's not first time.
So basically, they even have, like I was saying, they even have, let's say you have a button or a piece of a sleeve that is ripped. Since you just pay $50,000 for that jacket, they even have to replace that that's that piece. So that's the difference between what you see on the runway and what you see for everyday life. So that's why I concentrate more on the day-to-day, everyday wear.
I think if it's very quality is good and then look really like decent, good looking good on a lot of folks, I guess it's gonna be a popular.
Yes, and the thing is, when you buy something of quality, it lasts.
No.
It lasts longer. So if you go for something that is fast fashion, at the end,
for the jeans, I always like Jack Jones. Jack Jones, right?
Yeah.
I always like that one. It's because it fits me well and the quality was good. I have all my jeans from like in the past 10 years. Jack Jones, like, but the problem is the last several times, I kind of easy to break. Like 2 or 3 different models, and they always break. Always
at
like
the same place.
Yeah, same place. And then last time I went there, like I hope it's like not the quality. They said you don't. I used to wash them every day. Put in the dishwasher, not dishwasher, the washing machine. I used to wash them every other day. I change because I have several pairs. But then they told me you cannot wash them that often. Jeans are not supposed to wash that often. Also, don't use the warm water, whatever. So
Cold water is better.
Yeah. So I told them, but this happened the same model twice already. Same model. I used to buy the same model, like 2 or 3 different models, and then I bought like when that break, I buy in the same model. But the same model twice, they had the same issue. So I really suspecting the quality. So then the seller, the representative sales guy, told me like you probably wash too much. So I took the advice, and then the cold water as well. It's the same, not better. I told him if you have the same issue, I'm not coming back to this brand anymore. It's in the Fairview. I always go there. Even this one. It's you see the brick. It's the same place, and we have to patch it, and then it's really frustrating.
So that means the quality is.
But they have good style.
Yeah.
It's some of 2 or 3 models. I really like the style, but they break the same place. So it has to be the quality of the material.
You have to find quality of material and fit.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go there anymore. I probably go Walmart or the or the Costco for jeans. No, at least they last.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing. You want something that lasts.
That's crazy.
So quality is very important.
They used to have really good quality, I think. Otherwise, the brand would be bad, right?
Brands, they do that. Some brands, they do that, especially when they have multiple stores. As soon as they start to become very popular, they reduce in the quality.
All the people who control the quality, they don't pay attention.
No, exactly.
The drive is not there. They're successful already.
So I'd rather pay for something quality that will last me for a couple of years than having to go every year and buy another pair. It ends up being more expensive.
Do you like this one?
That's good.
The Plato as well. It's always a little bit salty as well.
It's really good. This is really good.
It's very simple to easy to make and popular. These two very safe choices for a lot of folks. Like they have for the people they have not tried so many traditional challenges. Those two are very very safe. It's not too spicy, not too greasy.
Everything I ate so far is amazing.
Thank you very much. The restaurant business is really tough, so
yeah,
it's over competitive for all the time, from the history of time.
But you've got really good products.
Yeah, I hope so. Also, I want to. My idea is like restaurant is a meeting place to eat, and then you have people they enjoy the food, and also they can have conversation. It's a social place, so that's why I'm still trying. I hope next few years make it even a little bit better, like as a social social place, like online social as well, offline social as well.
And the thing is, with the pandemic, that is almost over, we hope. I think people, they're going to want to go back into, meeting people, communicate with people and networking.
Yeah. Today is what is the 21st March. I guess
it's supposed to be spring, but
I guess the pandemic looks like this time is over for good, right? Looks like it. From the stats, from the stats of the Santé Quebec, you see the numbers, hospitalization numbers going down like really steady over the last a month or two.
I just hope so.
Oh, you drink a little bit more? So you don't, otherwise you're gonna finish the whole bottle. I drink things fast.
I don't usually drink in the afternoon, and so during the day.
So what is the most, like, the stuff you don't like about Montreal?
The weather,
to improve
the cold.
That thing we cannot change, but something you can think really badly manage it.
Something that could be changed about Montreal.
Yeah, have a lot of good stuff, but a lot of bad stuff as well.
Everything takes forever to get done in the city. Everything. It's like, I think it's slow. It's very slow in Montreal. That's the problem. You go to Toronto. I will not talk to about Saskatchewan and those places. But if you go to Toronto, for instance, it's fast.
Yeah, it's economy. They're
moving. But here, everything takes forever to get something done.
But this time the RAM is fast. RAM is
it's on a pause now, I think.
But it's faster than a lot of people realized. The people are gonna think the RAM gonna take at least 10 years.
Yeah,
we got kind of.
But you go in China, they built something in
1 year.
1 year.
1 year. Or 6 months.
Or 6 months,
But it's a different. So, but the RAM was really surprised. Like they start talking about it, then like as you see something already. It's all connected to the West Island already. I live in West Island, so all the concrete already, the track, everything ready.
But now from the one that goes east, it's
tram never goes east. No, it's not part of the plan.
The RAM.
Yeah, the RAM. You talking about metro or the RAM?
No, the RAM. They supposed to do one that goes all the way east.
That's the extension. That's the phase 2.
Yeah.
We're not done with phase 1 yet. We're talking about phase 1. Phase 1 is the Brossard, and then the east, the West Island to downtown.
Well, phase 2 then.
Yeah, that's phase 2.
They haven't done. They still.
Yeah, they discussed the phase 2.
Everything takes forever here. So.
I think I'm really happy with RAM though, because the program it's not fast, but it's much faster than what we used to do. Like, look at the metro, like the blue line extension being talking for 20 years, right?
50 years.
Yeah,
they finally going to do it.
Yeah, and it's not done yet.
So that's what I mean. Everything takes forever to get done here. We don't. They don't.
I guess
it's slow.
I guess you have not said the worst. The worst is obvious. Do you drive?
No.
You see,
I don't drive.
You see, if you drive, you will see the worst.
The worst are the roads.
Yeah,
and
the potholes.
Yes.
It's like this big and this deep.
Yes.
And that's how many damage? Like to what kind of damage to the cars?
And the thing is, you leave Quebec. As soon as you cross Ontario,
it's everything fine.
Smooth.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you're like, okay, where does the money go? That's my issue with all of this, is that nothing is done to last in time. Everything is done. Okay, we're just gonna fill up the holes, and then next year we're gonna have to
the
fill
same
them up
hole
again.
Same. I find it's like, I guess almost the time. I guess the beginning of April, you see there's a little bit the patch paper, the patch paper.
Yeah.
What is is that patch paper? The white paper on the road?
Oh, You mean the
paper, the
Okay.
thing. Like it's like at the beginning several years ago, I saw that first time. I thought, oh, this must be high tech. Like they have those kind of the paper like this size, different shapes, like the thin paper on the road. So they kind of like probably they are putting something in the pothole, but sticky enough, and then they put the paper like on top to just cover it and make it not sticky to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's going to be sticky. So like one day after that or something, when it's kind of peeled, so it's flying those kind of piece of paper around the road. You see a lot of those white papers.
And
I
there's
thought
also a lot of orange cones
Yeah.
everywhere. No, basically, it's that's my problem with Montreal. Everything is done at a slow pace, and it's,
It looks like the people in charge, they don't care.
exactly. They just they
But how did they win? Like last election, the mayor won again. You know,
because they didn't want what's his name, Denis Coderre. They didn't want him back. That's why.
That's really interesting. He was leading at the beginning, and then suddenly, over the time, he kind of.
Well, the thing is, first of all, bad PR.
It is really bad.
Bad PR, and it was also very, very confident.
Like overconfident.
Overconfident, and we never heard from him since he lost.
That's the thing. He does not keep his words. He said they're gonna after election, some channel they said they're gonna come back on the show to talk about that, but he disappeared.
Never heard from him.
He disappeared. Like maybe
Never.
next time the election comes up, he will appear again.
Well, no, he lost to against Valérie Plante. I think there's something called shame.
Yeah. This time, probably his confidence really shaken.
Yeah,
Looks like.
Well, he was too
arrogant at the beginning.
He was too confident about winning, and people didn't want have him back. So, but he did a pretty good job with Montreal when he was there. Montreal was.
I guess a lot of people liked him, right? Even to me, I find him really.
He was a nice guy. He was a good guy.
Also, he did something, right? Because he did something.
Yeah, Montreal was when he was there. Montreal was fun.
Yeah, and also a lot of new buildings. Everything started his time, right? A lot of new buildings, so economy was going well. Just he smashed the Canada Post. That was a bad move, I guess, because it's kind of showing tough guy, being tough. But probably you are tough against the trend, because the Post Canada thing is to save cost to do that thing. Community mailbox, right? He was against that. But look at right now, it's going well. The old way of delivering to every home is just literally in reality is just costing too much. Now it's saving a lot of cost for them, and being several years, and people not at least okay with it, right? And save a lot of cost of this whole delivery system.
It's I think sometimes they make decisions regarding what they think is good instead of going for
and he said
what is logical.
And he said he changed a lot, but then people find you did not change at all, right?
He lost weight.
Yeah, that's a big change.
And that was the change. But you cannot leave and come back with the same type of attitude. Yeah. I'm not saying that he's a bad guy or anything like that, but
especially the tax thing. And everybody does that. What's the big deal to admit any small mistake, right? Everybody has a mistake. Everybody does it, like checking phones when they are
bad PR.
Yeah, but then you insist what you did not do that, and obviously you did that, and you kind of you tell straight lies.
You have proof.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even you say you did that. It's not a big deal. Everybody does that. It's not a big deal. They don't judge you. They don't you don't lose the election basing on that, right?
It was really bad PR for him.
It shows you don't even admit the basic that kind of mistakes, the small error. That's really
It was a huge mistake.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Like the attitude you towards a truth, the kind of small truth, you know, the attitude you towards that, it shows, you know, you don't.
No, I wasn't texting.
Yeah, it's, you could have many excuses, right? But the probably reality is just very simple. You're just doing that thing, and which is not a big deal at all. And you made it a big deal.
Well, you know, I hope.
But I guess probably will come back because he used to be the federal minister, right? He was a big guy, big shot.
Yeah.
And I guess probably he's still.
Well, he totally disappeared. Like we never saw him again. Never. He just disappeared.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
Like disappeared.
But he's totally capable.
He's got skills.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, you know, he was saying, "Oh, I know these people. I can get this done." It's true that he can do that. But like I was saying, you know, unfortunately, Valérie Plante, you know, had an advantage.
And she played safe, right? She was not doing much, at least safe, not making so many mistakes.
And not being too arrogant.
Yeah. I think Montreal or Quebec right now, I think the potholes, they think, because those leaders, they know their thing existing for 10 years, decades. They don't even bother looking to the solution. The solution is really hard, actually. If you want to fix that issue, it's supposed to be really hard because you are touching people's, you know, incomes there. You know, those things, these shady transactions, they benefit other people.
Exactly.
You cannot.
Because they're not using quality material. That's why.
Yeah, and you cannot. It's some people's money in their pocket. They got the extra money in their pocket. You want to take it away. It's very hard. So you can. It's understandable. Those leaders, you know.
It's those people that sells the
and then they
the
do
construction stuff that gives them the money to get elected. Yeah. So you know, it's all.
You know, for them, they get the contracts every year, the same road. They do it over and over again. It's the taxpayers' money, but you know, they get the contracts every year on the same road. So they are super happy. They get extra. But if you want to take away the extra money, they won't be happy. You know,
and they're the ones also giving you
to the election people.
To the election people. Yeah. So it's all corrupt. It's all corrupt at the end.
So they look away from the real problem. The biggest problem in Montreal
and where it was still paying.
Yeah, and they just pretend it does not exist. All the leaders, I don't see the potholes. Even themselves get bumped a lot. Even they broke their tire, they still don't see that. They still don't know. Oh, what's the problem? There's no potholes. You know, it's very sad. People playing politics like to that level. They just don't look at that issue. But
they don't. They cannot fix the problem because they are the problem. Yeah. At the end,
I think they can do gradually. I do have a solution sometimes for this thing. You kind of, you know, they make extra money, but then you take away a little bit. So you don't offend them. You don't offend them a lot. But little by little, to be a little bit fair, you know, they probably you just do little by little, and then over time, give them time to make some money somewhere else, so they make up the loss. You know, I guess that over the time, but at least you need to look at the problem. If you don't look at the problem, you can never fix the problem at all. The problem for them is they don't look at the problem.
Well, they don't look at the problem, but also the problem is like it's the material, the cheap material that they're using. Because that's how those companies they make the profit, because the material that it's purchased is bad quality. Yeah. Why can't we have the same quality as Ontario?
That's the thing. The little bit simpler solution could be like, for example, you right now the technology is so cheap. The IT technology, you can have some folks or the city they spend maybe $100,000 will fix the issue. At least to set up a tracking using a Google map to tracking those qualities of the potholes everywhere, and using it over time, which company did which work on which road, at what time, and then when is that new potholes showed up, and how many you can have the potholes map, and that is cost almost nothing. And then you have this pressure, the public gonna see that every day. So this stretch of the road, you have 10 potholes this year, and then next year it's fixed by one company, and then next year 20 potholes showed up. So people to expose this thing to the public. So when the public give the pressure, or the media give pressure to the government, so that they have more support behind them, so they don't go head to head to those corrupt people, the building company, construction company. But you show the data, be transparent, show the data to see, okay, the same company does fix pothole this year, or the build the road. Some road, even new road for a year, the next year the potholes on the brand new road. So, but if you put the information on the website, everybody can see which company does what, and also you can, on the contract, you can tell them within like the warranty thing, like 5 years, anything is your own cost. That's it. If you use the low quality stuff, and then it's your extra cost. The city won't pay you like fixing the road within the warranty time. Everything has to, actually the information already public already, because it's the bidding, right? Process has to be transparent. But you need to, as a city, you just use the technology to put this information, put them in the spotlight. If that's the first step, you tell everybody, like for example, you are the mayor or the premier of Quebec, the Francois Legault, or the media, everything, every day you start your press conference, anything you do, start with let's fix the potholes. Every day, like a prayer before bed or before a meal, you see the prayer start with, let's fix the potholes in Montreal. And then the pressure will keep going. The momentum, over the time, it's going to fix little by little, it's going to fix. But at least all these public figures, before they say anything else, they need to say, let's fix the potholes. And if you start this movement, I guess this problem going to fix, not in 5 years, but 10 years, going to gradually disappear.
Yeah, well, hopefully, because
you have to address the
they're raising the electricity bill.
Yeah.
They're making all that money, all those profits, but
you have to, the public, especially the media, also the CBC, the CJD, those people, they're supposed to raise that problem every day before you see anything, before we say your prayer. Just
thank you.
You see, just let's talk about the potholes, like the Francois Legault, before he does start let's do the COVID-19 updates, the press conference, before he open his mouth. Let's say we need to fix
subject
the
of the day, potholes.
Yeah, everybody, like the CBC radio host and the CJD radio host, they all start with, over the time, the people get, right now people just accept the reality. You, me, everybody accept the Montreal road is like this. But when the big city like Montreal, if you have this kind of road condition, everybody knows it's bad. It's bad management. It's the city level problem. They don't have confidence to this city. Like if you are top tier entrepreneur, like from California, Elon Musk, when he came to here, at the first bump of the road, he said, I'm not investing any money in this province or this city. If you are top tier people. But if you are not top tier entrepreneur, you see, I have some market opportunities in Montreal. Probably I make a quick money here. They still do business here, but not the top people, not the top tier people. They will say, if you're born here, you move here, young here, probably get stuck. You have all connections, friends, the business connections here. You get stuck here. But if you are outside people, the entrepreneurs, they want to find opportunities in Montreal, and they look at this kind of management level, they say, no, I move my business because we don't have money here. So we want to put new money here. But when you see this kind of level, and they don't see any confidence at all.
They don't understand that there's a lot of, like I said, corruption.
Yeah, it is, but it's kind of low level. It's petty. They got extra money, but the extra money they got in their pocket, it just costs everybody else huge money, 10, 100 times more. Yeah. Because look at the car damage, the insurance company, and you stuck in the traffic, you stuck everything, you lose the money. the city is moving too slowly because it's the efficiency. You enjoy the life for sure, right? Because it's the life you enjoy but you need to, when you walk, you need to improve the efficiency, and then people not stuck in the traffic, not like to go spend half day in the repair shop for the broken cars. Those kind of stuff. It's the economy. If you get more efficiency in the economy and you save more time for the family time, right? Fun time. So that's, but it's the basic stuff. Like the city, the province.
The province is not well managed. That's for sure. The province, the city. I got a feeling like it's the mentality here.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Exactly.
In French, we say niveler vers le bas. They always, they would take.
On the table?
No. What I mean is, it's always under, like low quality. No. They don't expect to think like at a higher level. They always think lower instead of just average. They like things that are average.
I like mediocre. I like being mediocre. Myself, I'm okay with myself. Is I always try to improve myself, but I accept being mediocre. I think being mediocre not bad as long as you're trying. So you cannot be all champions.
But you know what I mean. Mediocre. Mediocre is that. There's a problem. You see that there's something wrong. You see the roads. You see the potholes, and you know what the problem is. But it's okay. We're not gonna do anything about it. We're just gonna leave it as it is.
Yeah, that's bad. That's
so
bad attitude.
So there's no improvement, basically. So that's what I mean by niveler vers le bas. It's like
I think right now, especially the IT is so cheap, the software, everything. So you have the budget of the city. You just, being transparent is the best way. And people all know these issues. And then to just some people tracking every road, how many potholes there. Just tracking it at the beginning, just identify the problem. And then try find a way to fix the problem. If you can't, you can't. Or you can fix part of the problem, it's okay. But at least you need to identify it to let people see it every day. It's in your face every day. You have a dedicated website to track the potholes on all Montreal roads, and that's if you want to see it every day in your face, and it's like interactive. Like you can even show with the technology right now, even show the dimensions. Like what is the diameter of 2 meters? Like crater, like 30 millimeters. It's like they can. Right now, the technology is so easy to make it okay on this road and this intersection, 5 potholes. This one got 30 centimeters, and this diameter is maybe 10 centimeters. Not big deal, and your tile can handle that.
I got a feeling that could be very complicated for them because if they're having a hard time deciding for the ram of East. That might take another 10 years before they decide to do something. That's what I was saying. Everything is slow here. It's at a slow pace. Everything is
and relatively fast. The RAM, because it's a private project. It's not the metro is the public project. The RAM is private because what is that the retirement fund of Quebec, because the environment money they need to create revenue from the investment. So they cannot wait another year because every year they wait, they lost 10% of that, right? So that's why they're pushing. They're not trying. Even there's a lot of environmental groups to protest. 3 years ago, they had a judge ruled there's no more court case against this project. So only, for example, they want to kind of remove a building or whatever property, they're going to remove anyway. But if you want a compensation, how to settle the money on the compensation, you deal with that after. So that's already green light everything, because it's private money, private investment. They need to see the yield, the return on the money. So that's why it's relatively fast. It should be. I really shocked. Like I live in West Side, the whole thing to the west already finished.
How long did it take?
2 years, I
2
guess.
years? Wow.
Yeah, without the pandemic, probably several months earlier. The pandemic did, the short of labor, everything, and the material cost, I guess, the transportation. They're not bad this time because it's private money. But if metro, you're talking about metro, it's a public money. Public money, they just, okay, let's fight,
It's going to take 10 years to have the new stations on the blue line.
Yeah, that's really sad.
10 years.
It's all tangled, the interest of everybody. But that's a reality. You cannot say like you expect people they don't want to gain extra, right? That's the human nature. But like when you put like transparency, and also the kind of using the new technology to track it, to expose the problem, and over time, if you're not capable, somebody have more ideas, they will come up, right? Because that's the market is working. Like even the mayor, the premier, they just selling the ideas to the people. If like the problem already, everybody knows the problem. If you don't have great idea, solution to fix the problem, another guy, bilingual and charismatic and handsome guy or the lady, and then they can come up with the better ideas, sell to the people, right? To fix the issue. Probably they're gonna be elected, and then they're gonna move that thing. First time, but first of all, you have to identify the problem. To tell people this problem, you have to fix. That's why it's every day before you open your mouth, say the pothole, like keyword. The keyword is pothole. Everybody, before you open your mouth, you have to say that before you can continue.
It's like they know already about like I was saying, they know already about the problems, and they
want to look away. They don't want to look at it.
Exactly, they don't want to look at it. They know that, like for instance, François Legault was actually Minister of Health at some point. He knew that it was a problem in the system.
But
they all know that there's a problem.
But if you put this problem out in the open, everybody knows it. So because there's competition, the opposition party, you are not the king or emperor. There's always somebody want to take your position. So if you don't fix it, everybody knows the problem, and then somebody else is gonna put you out. That's the whole market working. Competition. As long as we expose the problem, whoever come up with the best solution, they win. If you want to sit there in your hands, you can sit, but you risk your chance. Let them compete, and the people benefit. If they don't compete, they sitting there very comfortably. They kind of making our friends.
They take everything for granted.
Yeah, exactly. They fight, we benefit. They fight with their ideas, their solutions. But at least we have our demands. People, they expose the demand. Fix the potholes first. Let's see who can fix that first. See, that's the thing.
Oh God, we. But that's gonna take a while before they actually manage to do something about it.
Even the city, they don't take the lead. Some private companies or the programmers, they probably take that. The technology make it very. Right now, it's like a decentralized stuff, right? Is some people, maybe this whole project maybe can be done by one programmer. Some talented programmer just wrote up some codes, just show up, they collect it automatically, put it up there. So the pressure gonna mount on the leaders, political leaders. They will say, "Oh, a lot of people are talking about this. I don't want to talk about that, but other people are talking about it, right?" That's the thing.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to listen.
Yeah, I don't want to listen. But when everybody is talking about it, he's gonna think, "Oh, next time if I don't do anything, next time I will be out." Another They
always wait at the last minute to do something.
Yeah. It's another Danny Kodair will come up with, let's fix the road.
Why not just suggest it?
I don't know.
I mean.
But first step, we have to identify the problem, make everybody aware, because especially the media is bad. The CBC, you listen to them, CJD, they don't talk about this. If the media don't talk about this, they don't feel the pressure. Media is supposed to put really the pain in the neck to the people who are managing the city or the province, right? They expose problems instead of saying praises for them.
Instead of praising,
praising them. He did great, and you don't have to say that. If you see the media saying good things about people managing leadership roles, positions, you are doing bad to the people. You are not doing your work. Especially if you are publicly found. People, taxpayer paying CBC. That's a really bad job you're doing. You are supposed to make it uncomfortable instead of making them sitting there doing nothing every day, getting paid, getting connections, going to this gala, right? Go to that ball party. You are welcomed, doing the speeches. and drinking nice cocktail.
And the politicians, they're not there for the money. It's mostly the power.
Influence the power, connections. They kind of, you have this kind of influential people, powerful people, the evening gala, fundraising events, you know, they drinking nice cocktail, nice meal.
Dress well.
Exactly.
Go buy some clothes at the store, wearing the fashion stuff.
But you cannot make them too comfortable. Let them cruise, you know. If they cruise, we sink. You know, we think the whole people suffer. Because they let's not talk about the road potholes. Let's talk about some bicycle tracks. Let's green parks, right? And you spend a lot of money on the green parks.
Yeah, well, you know,
making people, you know, beautiful city, everything. They will say, okay, let's bring.
It's like that that highway of bicycle. You know, on Saint Denis. I live on Saint Denis, Saint Joseph.
It is nice.
It's nice, but I mean, 6 months a year, it's not nice outside. So,
but also, you see, it's the politicians. They're not spending their own money.
They're spending our money.
Yeah, exactly. If you give me your money, I probably spend very well for you. I will feel very comfortable. Let's build a green. I can look at the Montreal map. Okay, let's put a 200 million here, making like a green park, looking symmetrically. Put another here, looking another here. So making them triangle, looking perfectly, geometrically, beautiful, pretty, and beauty there. It's not my money, but they look nice on map.
It looks nice. I'm going to take your money and you know, and create something. That's true. We pay a lot of taxes.
Exactly. Look at the.
And I consider for all the taxes that we pay,
especially the property tax. Look at the property tax. That's crazy. They don't need to do anything. The estimation of the house price went up a lot, and then the same, I guess, 0.7% most of the time. The 0.7% of the estimation of your house, and then the estimation went up, goes up every year, and then the city doesn't do anything, and then get more revenue to the city.
Yeah, they don't care.
That's crazy.
Only what is you know, they have to fill up the cash.
Yeah, that's crazy. And also they don't need to do anything. They just let the property price go up a lot, and then they get more tax revenue, and they can have more money to spend, and then build another park, build another bicycle tracks. It's this the vicious cycle. And
Saint Denis has become like one line only, and you know, to find parking is not easy. And what I saw the parking St. Catherine now. St. Catherine. What I was wondering, St. Catherine, it's only one row, now.
One lane.
One lane. And I'm like, okay, starting, I think from, I think it's from Miguel. It's one lane.
Yeah, one lane. And
one lane.
Also one direction, one lane.
One lane, one direction. And I'm like, okay, where are the people going to park?
That's crazy.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, okay, so one lane, you can't park there. So where, for the business, where are the people going to park?
I do have.
It's to force the people to take the subway to go downtown.
Yeah, and the bicycle as well.
And the bicycles. Okay, I get it.
But like, actually, there's a lot of solutions or ideas to the parking. And I think the main roads, St. Catherine, Maisonneuve, Renaux-Levesque, these main roads, you are not supposed to have parking because you are taking one lane. But to fix the issue, actually, the easy solution or easy idea is like you have all the big cities, probably like you have like some properties, like not so expensive property, rundown properties. You, on the every road, maybe 500 meters apart, you buy a property. City buy a property. From the property, you build a parking, like vertical parking, and you can have easily 100 parking spaces. Like you kind of place them every 500 meters, so you don't need to have street parking. You can park it inside, and then you have also fixed the problem for the snow removing in the winter, so you can easily clean the snow on the street. And at the same time, you probably gonna offer more parking spaces because you build up. Like one building, you kind of have 10-story building only for parking, and it costs almost nothing. And then you have the revenue from parking. So people don't need to. You don't need to take two lanes on the street to have parking. So you can open up the lane. You can have one more lane for the cars and one more lane for the bikes, right? Bicycles, and then you fix that issue right away. Especially in the downtown area, you just need to simply talk to some landlords, like they're building they don't want to do something. So you're just building the beautiful, nice parking building.
Are they going to do that?
I think that's a very easy solution. And then you get the revenue.
You should run for council at the city. But that's the thing,
if you really want
what are they going to do about
you need to
if people want to go shop downtown?
Yeah, you need to first you have to expose the problems, and then to see people. I always think about this. I have some ideas, but you have people to contribute the ideas, have a public discussion to what are the solutions. Maybe some solutions not realistic, some more feasible, some more practical, some may not be just crazy ideas, but some of them could be realistic, and you can do that with much better, especially like with this. You can open up all lanes in downtown area, but pick some buildings. And then also you can do the advertisement, everything, and then use that public space to generate more revenue. And also the car, they park inside, they are not exposed to the snow, and it's very nice. And then also like snow removing will be very easy for the downtown area, and everything will be so smooth. And even other big cities, there's a lot of solutions, a lot of ideas, because it's very, and they take more money as well. And you don't see.
And they can make money with the parking.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of money.
Because the parking like that
easy to manage for the police or the patrol to see who did not pay the ticket, because all in the same building, several buildings, they go and beeping. Okay, this guy.
It's like $12 to $20 for parking like that. Anyways.
Yeah.
They would be making much more money.
Yeah, exactly. But first step is to expose the problem, like parking issues in downtown. And if you want to bicycle tracks, it's fine. It's perfect to be environmental friendly, people exercising as well. But you have to have two lanes each road for the cars, and you have to provide parking somewhere else, not using the street to park. Just like any building, you build up, and then you don't have to be a kind of concrete like sturdy. You have to, first of all, right now the building technology is very simple to design a way, one way in, one way out, different levels, floors, right? And then the building materials could be very, very kind of cheap, and then it's all designed. Right now the technology is so easy to design a building, and then you have ventilation, basic heating as long above zero, and it's building comfortable and then very pleasant inside.
You have great ideas. I think you should run for.
I'm working my French, but it's a shame. Montreal is really great.
It's great, except for that there's a lack of logic in the mindset and the way they're thinking.
I think right now the technology need to drive people. The IT technology is easy, very cheap. And then you need to use the technology to transform the city, to improve the efficiency of the city, especially the city level. Provincial level could be a little bit tricky because too big to kind of different regions. But a city usually like it's kind of concentrated, so you should have a really nice website to use the technology to make it very easy, and to talk to the citizens. The residents right now, I used to work as IT, small IT team to serve all the employees in the company. We have a ticket system. If your laptop is broken, you have blue screen on your laptop, you just create a ticket to us. Our team gonna receive that ticket. Either we replace the whole the laptop to you and remit that thing and back up your stuff and then give you a new one. So that's the ticket system. It's very mature. It's been existing long time, as long as IT existed. So the city, they can have the similar system. Like resident, if you have, say, a problem of the city, and you can create a ticket to the city. The employees of the city, they can say, okay, how to address it, and then to follow it up, and then you can track your status by that ticket ID. It's very simple. It's cost nothing, but you have. But right now, if you want to talk to the mayor, how do you talk to the mayor?
Yeah.
You can't. But if you have a ticket system, you can. There's a queue, suggestion to the mayor. You have the communication. First step is communication. Right now we don't have that. If you want to talk to this person,
they don't make
it's not
they don't make
accessible.
like an assembly so the people can actually throw ideas or people
exactly.
can,
So the website, the website IT can provide this venue and easily, like without any extra cost. It's the 21st century. The 21st century is the technology going to make it much easier to get a lot of things done very efficiently, to get to convey ideas. Before, like for example, without the social media, before was a public square, right? Mm-hmm. When you have great idea, you just go there with your speaker, Mac speaker, to say, okay, I have this speech. I have this idea about how society is run. The public square, right? Right now, you don't need that. You kind of social media. The city has suppose you own your social media, like your website, everything go there. When you have something not happy with your neighbor, or like the potholes, you can report that in the system. And then but what is the privacy, like personal information, that's another issue you have to fix. You can give them temporary key ID so if you want to identify or they want to identify themselves, you can mail them whatever, they email them to a key to address, so they don't show their real address, real name in the ticket system. So it's to address the private issues, Otherwise, you see, this guy said something, this guy did something, So that's like personal information. So this all can be done very easily on the technology. They can issue a one-time access code to you, and then every year the system going to generate another. So you don't have to show your personal information and your address, nothing show. But then you are talking to the real person. So easy. Then the whole city all the residents are gonna be connected. They know what's happening in the city, and then all these things are gonna be fixed like really quick because people are really smart. And if you don't want to fix issues, you won't. But if you think, let's fix this, and people they come up with great ideas. People are really smart, and in Montreal, people coming from all over the world.
Yes, there's a lot of
talents, but wasted. Wasted.
There we go. Lots of talent here, but it's wasted because the people that are in charge actually don't acknowledge the talent, or they don't listen to it, and
I think a lot. I think really is the technology make it really easy right now. Really, but you need to take advantage of the technology to make it a reality. It's the 21st century, 2020, right? What year is this?
The people in politics are very, very conservative.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. People need to push.
In the way they're thinking, in the way they dress, and even in the way they dress. Very conservative. Very, I don't know.
They need to.
How old is Valérie Plante now? But she looks like she dresses like a grandma.
Sometimes people adapt. The age won't be age. Some people adapt really fast. Some people, if they don't adapt quick enough, people just like a wave. Next wave just push you, right? It's a wave, another new generation. Come up with good ideas. You need to make it better. Montreal is a great city, but it could be much better, right?
Because it's the mentality.
Yeah.
It's the mentality of the people here. Before Toronto was behind Montreal.
Yeah.
Now Montreal is way behind.
Yeah, that was when what.
In the 80s?
80s, we were still number one, right?
Montreal was 80s, even the 90s, the 2000s. Well,
yeah. We're done. We're
done.
When we were one-third, one-fourth, half of the influence of Toronto.
We go to Toronto, it's like, okay, where am I? Oh my God, the city's booming. It's
right now Montreal, our only pride is the artist. You see, when you don't have economy, we see we lifestyle is good, is European, is artist. That's the only comfort you have. You come up with the,
it's creative. You have artists, you have all type of people. Yeah. It's Montreal. There's a vibe about the city. There's a really great vibe about the city.
But you don't have the power. You lose the power for a long time. Actually, recently I went to because I really like comedy. So I went to the first time ever, went to the Comedy Nest.
Okay.
Have you know that?
Is it associated with the Just for Love Festival?
Yeah. It's some folks there, but it's a physical location. It's in the Pepsi Forum at Water Forum. It's in the 3rd floor. It's amazing, right above the cinema.
The cinema, yeah.
Yeah, right above the 3rd floor. It's amazing. So you probably 100 people can sit only 60 to 80 to 100 people. So close. The comedian just doing the stand up. They're amazing. So I went twice last week. And I went Friday night. I went to see the Derek Sugan. Derek Sugan.
I don't know many.
It's he appears regularly on the CBC radio, The Debaters.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really funny. So it's English only, but it's amazing. Montreal is vibe as well. So there's
a vibe here that it's like mini New York.
Yeah.
Without everything that is about New York, but the way, the mentality, and the open-mindedness, the creativity, it's all there. But they don't have the business side and everything else, But, no, Montreal is a great city.
And it blew my mind. My English level is not able to appreciate some of the jokes, but still amazing. And I watch a lot of comedians on the YouTube videos on the Americans. A lot of famous ones, famous comedians. They came to Montreal for the Just for Laughs festivals. A lot of them talk about Montreal.
Yes, well, the people that come from outside the city, they love the city. Me, I've been living here for 42 years now. 42 years I've been here.
Jeez, you don't look that age.
I'm not gonna say my age, but I've been living here for 42 years, and it's a great city. But what I've noticed is that everything is slow. There's a slow pace here.
Over the time, we lost the competition. Especially right now, the technology age. So people going to Toronto, even Calgary, before the crude oil price crashed several years ago, the Calgary was really booming. They attract a lot of people out of Montreal. A lot of my friends, 16 years ago, about 10 years ago, 8-9 years ago, a lot of people left for Calgary. But then they got hit really hard when the crude oil price crashed, and then the whole Calgary was kind of really. But now they probably come back with the oil price
going up.
So which part of the city you live?
On the plateau.
Plateau?
Yeah.
That's kind of center.
Saint-Joseph, corner Saint-Denis.
That's a good place. So
it's a nice neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood. It's busy, but it's quiet at the same time.
But before the pandemic, the Saint-Denis Saint Laurent Street really
a few years ago, before they started doing the renovations, because they fixed the roads, but
for 1 year
they killed the business. They killed the businesses.
That's the thing. Every time this kind of really bad to business when they dig up road every 2 years, the same road. If you are the business there, and it's really crazy.
Thank you.
The good thing for us is the cemetery is safe. This small street, they don't dig that much.
Yeah. Something else. It's really good. Sorry, I'm just full.
Not eating much?
What do you mean not eating much? All of this?
Most of the time I don't eat a lot, but when we have this, I normally I don't leave something on the plate.
You eat everything.
Almost.
That's a lot of food. Plus the rice, plus for 2 people, it's a lot.
Yeah,
this is like four people.
Yeah,
this is like 4 people.
This is a good sum up rule. Is like a one plate, one person. So 2 people or the 2 dishes to share. And then it's for our restaurant really good for group, like 4, 6. So you have all the 6 people, 6 different plates, so you can share to see different options.
But everything is really good.
But you are not into politics, right? But you are bilingual. You are not into politics, Montreal. You don't pay attention to the politics, or you don't run. Sometimes you can run.
No.
Nope.
Well, the thing
Just business.
I just keep. There's always something to do. Like today, I'm supposed to be doing some work, sending some emails, preparing some text, because I do what I have to do, but I also do create events for clients. So I have a few things to do today. Some writing, write the quotes, synopsis for the event, and then send it to communications, and then have it back, get him to see it, to see if he likes it, and then we go ahead. There's a photo shoot for this client next week, the week after next week, and so we have to do the fittings, and then we have to prepare the campaign, the social media campaign for his clothes. So yeah, there's always something to do. Plus, I have to work also on the brand. So there's always something to do. There's always something to do. So.
But I guess in the summer, when the pandemic is getting better and better, probably you can have all the events like live events.
No, I decided to push it to May 2023 instead of, because it's in September. Now I'm gonna skip September and bring it back to May.
May is safer, right?
It's safer, but it's also we didn't know this year what was going to happen with Omicron and all of that. And to find sponsors, it's not easy because sponsors, when they sign with you, it's for 3 years, at least 3 years for a project. So you always have that kind of money coming in. So since we haven't signed any big sponsors yet, so we decided to take a year to work on all the sponsorships and come back in May, because September there's also a fashion week that's happening, and so there was us, and then there was the week after there was that fashion week. So for the social media strategy, because I start promoting 3 months in advance my event, and then at some point I promote May, June, July. That's 5 months. Then they start the promotion like around August. So it's like my promotion and their promotion is at the same time. It's a lot of
coordination.
But I just want to make sure that we get all the attention, because having too many different fashion events, one week after the other, it's confusing because everybody's doing their advertising at the same time. So that's why I took that decision. Plus, I wanted to take a break this year because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I guess we may have like pandemic 2 years, more than 2 years, maybe.
It's 2 years, yeah. It's 2 years.
A lot of people tired.
Yeah. So and I've still managed to do something for the 2 years that we're in the pandemic. So now I just kind of need a break. Yeah.
And I see also you post a lot of Instagrams, right? How do you like Instagram?
Instagram.
Some stories.
Have to get. I post a lot of stories, yes, because I create those stories. I do the editing for the stories. But Instagram is okay, but I have to be more at it now, because I'm more of a Facebook person. Because on Facebook I get to read articles, etc., etc. But on Instagram it's just
pictures, videos.
And videos. So I kind of need a little bit more than that. Now there's TikTok, but It's just it's
too many
too many
passwords. Too many passwords.
Too many
accounts.
passwords, too many accounts, too many, and TikTok is young, so I'm like,
Yeah, for young people.
it's exactly.
Unless you are targeting like for the teens, right? Like clothing
My
for
target
teens.
are not teens.
It's
They're like,
my age.
well, people from 25 to, you know,
50.
it's not, yeah. So it's 25 to, yeah, to that age range. Because the teenagers, anyways, they don't have the money to buy.
Yeah.
You know, so at 25, okay, they're starting their career, they, you know. So that's my target market.
Okay, I guess we are almost done. And let's finish this one last cup. No, just one last cup with here. And you want something to add before we finish?
I would like to say I really love the food. I will definitely come back and get myself some of that food. It's really, really good.
Yeah, we can sometime we can chat out.
The General Tao is really fantastic. It's one of the best I've tasted so far. Yeah, everything seems fresh. Everything is the taste. Everything tastes good. It's not too spicy. It's not too salty. Everything is very well balanced.
And hope you are good, successful business for your fashion thing.
You too. I hope everything goes well, and after the pandemic, everything picks up again.
Yeah, I will.
Because it deserves to be known.
I will see more of your videos. It's amazing, high quality video. Not like my video. My video is just no editing.
Well, the thing is, I also have a team that I work with. So
yeah,
it's basically when you're starting a business, when you're starting as an entrepreneur, it's important to be well surrounded.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, I will gonna follow you a lot to see because we have this fashion. We don't have a lot of people doing the fashion in Montreal anymore.
No. I think I'm one of the there's this festival Mode Design. They have their event at Quartier des Spectacles on this, in August. There's the New Semaine Mode. But us, we're different. Especially it's men, but the way we present, the presentation is totally different. So it's another mentality.
Yeah. Next time we can talk about Montreal as well to push the leaders, you know, to make it a better place. We're losing, competition edge right now, but we need to get that back.
Me, I want to be competitive. I want to, and I'm even starting to work with people from Toronto in the fashion industry because they notice our work and they want to work with us, which is amazing. That says a lot. We want to just. We want when people look at our stuff that it looks international. It doesn't look like it's from here.
Yeah. It's great. So
thank you.
Yeah. Next time, if you have friends, they want to discuss like Montreal stuff, like this little video just about talk about ideas about Montreal people's story.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Finish.
Almost.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.